on your screen. There we go. All right. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. We are back with the website of the week, and this week we have Trey with us from Bit Happens IT Solutions here in Alexandria. Hey, Trey.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. So we kind of have a flow going right now with these website of the weeks, and I wanted to give you a quick update on this brand new website that we have here for Bit Happens, but Mallory's going to go ahead and ask some questions before we get to show off this exciting new website. So go for it, Mallory.
Yeah, so Trey, what's the reason that you decided to get a new website for Bit Happens?
Well, you could say a lot of things about your website, but one thing that is important to say is it's constantly fresh, it's up to date, it's attractive. Things get stale pretty easily, and the website we had before was basically just to get a presence. We didn't realize the impact that it actually has. So we looked at it, we wanted to make some changes, we wanted to have more of a presence, more of a good vibe to our customers, because the first thing people do is pull up your website. They're just curious. When they hear a name, the first thing they do is type it in, and that's kind of the first impression. So our first impression, to me, wasn't that great. It may have been okay to others. Maybe it's better than some sites, but it definitely felt lackluster for sure. So we wanted a new website to basically represent ourselves in the way that we are now. We're a much bigger, better company. We want to represent that way. So it was time to get a fresh website to reflect that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's important.
So the growth of your company itself has growth in how you're perceived as well. And you wanted that website, the new website, to show what you are as a company now.
Yeah,
right.
And what you're capable of. So
yeah,
I think
that's
that's definitely achieved.
Yeah, you know, if you do something with vehicles for a living and you pull up in an older vehicle, it's okay, it's well maintained, but you specialize in high-end, professional, high-quality sports cars, you need to represent that accordingly. So our website didn't reflect the business that we are now, and we needed a partner to help us with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would you say is the #1 goal of your new website?
Oh, the #1 goal is to give anyone out there that is interested in working with us the best view of who we are, what we do, kind of what we look like and who we work with. It's a captured moment of everything that Bit Happens has to offer, kind of in a steel picture format. So the point is to give people that information they need at a glance, so they don't have to call and look it up and ask more questions. You can get it all right there, and then you can determine off of that first impression how much business you want to do with somebody. And that really is the case. A lot of times you look up someone's website, we're all guilty of it. If it's poor, you're kind of like, well, let me keep looking. But if it's quality, if there's something you really like about it, then it inspires you to go further, and that's to pick up the phone or to send an email or to go by and visit.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing before we went live here that we were talking about was photos. And you had mentioned that you're excited about changing out the images and keeping it fresh. And that's one thing that will fit directly in with growing who you are as a brand and giving that correct perception of what your company does.
Yeah, I agree. And using real photos versus stock photos, I think that really helps represent who you are.
It does. And, I was nervous about that, the real photos, but you guys have an amazing photographer that you work with, or several of them for that matter. And the photos came out very good. Now, we need to update our office on the inside a little bit. I'm a little embarrassed about, it not being complete, but you still took what we had to work with, and it represents us better than just some random photos offline. So people can really relate to that. They're like, hey, I know that guy. I've worked with him before. So that helps out.
Yeah. That adds real photos, add a whole new layer of trust that you don't get with those stock photos. So that's great.
Yeah, that's a great point. Someone doesn't want to show their office or their face or anything like that. It's like, they're probably not hiding anything, but when you're going to put everything out there, it really shows that level of trust. Like we're here, we're real people. We're not just an image and a phone call. We're real people.
Exactly. So we'll go ahead and show the viewers a little bit of your new website.
But we won't give it all away.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So you might see yourself here for just a second.
All right. So like we had just said, real people, you will find these people at Bit Happens. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through the homepage here. And then Mallory, if you have a favorite part of the website, let me know what it is. And we'll go through that as well. So right here, you can see exactly what they do within the first split second of getting to the website. And you're able to reach out to them immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So one key thing here, and I think you may have mentioned something towards this, Trey, is being able to get the information that your clients need right away. And so that right here, this contact us button, does that exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really great. And then we walk through a couple of the different services here. Again, getting that information out as quickly as possible. And I zoomed in. There we go. More detail on specific services here. But one of the other things you mentioned was people you work with. So your partners and your clients, and you do a really great job of highlighting those on this homepage here. So that was one other thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah. My favorite part is actually, this is a kind of silly favorite part, but I like how these change colors as you go over them and they move. I feel like I could distract myself with these for a while.
The fidget toy. It's a website fidget.
Yeah.
A digital fidget toy. Troy, what's your favorite part?
You know, coming from such a rudimentary, simple website, you know, the whole thing is very intriguing to us. I like how the content is very clean. It scrolls, it moves, it's interactive. The colors line up real well. The website flows. It's very user-friendly. It's intuitive. I can't find anything about it that I really like more than anything else, because the whole thing is so fresh and new to us. It's exciting all the way around.
Perfect. Well, I'm not going to go to any other pages because I want y'all to go check it out. I will leave the link in the comments here as soon as the live is done so that you can go check out this brand new website as well. All right, Mallory, we have 2 more questions. Go for it.
So overall, how would you describe the website process here at Ugly Mug?
So I've only been part of 1 or 2 other website engagements before, but the very common thing that those had before Ugly Mug was it felt like a business transaction. It was question answers, not a lot of input from us. It was, we're going to design something, we're going to put it up, we hope you like it, end of story. It wasn't a very friendly experience in a way. You know, I was kind of blown away with the experience with you guys, even from the start. You get little gifts in the mail, and you get little emails and reminders. It's a very happy feeling, right? It puts a smile on your face when you guys engage, and all the different mechanisms that you use for that. So I would say before, my experience was very simple. It was a transaction. This has been more of a relationship building between the business and the website and another company. And it really impressed me, honestly.
Well, I think that's probably one of our favorite parts is it's not just business. We get to meet you as a person and interact with you. And I know you worked with Mallory for the majority of this. So she got to build that relationship with y'all. And I think that's probably our favorite part.
And we enjoy the feedback. We don't want it to just be a transaction.
No, it was very interactive. You know, it felt like we had a new part of our team. It's like Ugly Mug came and became part of our business and wanted us to reflect that in a way that was personal and not so much, here's a template, here's a cookie cutter outfit, new website, flashy buttons, end of story. You know, it was a very good experience.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So finally, what would you say to someone who's considering working with Ugly Mug Marketing?
I would say be prepared for a totally different experience that is going to give you what you wanted and so much more that you didn't even realize you needed. The experience with you guys is definitely 5 stars all the way. It's very friendly. It's a fun environment. I will say you guys do a great job of making something that can be a daunting task, like coming up with all of the content and where it's going to go and what you need to say. You know, it didn't feel like we had a lot of pressure on our end to create the website ourselves. You guys brought a lot of your own creativity and experience in the industry. Anybody can code a website, but I notice the experience you guys bring to the table, you get to fill in a lot of those blanks that we don't have. We just know we want something better, but you helped paint the picture of what we wanted, and we didn't even realize it. So you helped bring that out and create it. So I would say to anybody that wants a quality experience, an amazing website, and a great partner, hands down, the Ugly Mug is the only one I'm holding.
I love
like
it. Perfect. All right. Well, y'all heard it from Trey. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm going to say this, reach out to Trey, ask his opinion. Get more information from him.
Absolutely. I'm a little nervous in this. We're live. I'm kind of speaking in front of a bunch of people, but I feel like I conveyed how I feel about this and the relationship and the experience. But there's so much more that I've wanted to say, and maybe even tried to rehearse it, but it's not there. It comes out naturally, right? So there's probably a lot of things I forgot to say. Just simple way to put it is it's a very good experience, and it's not transactional. It's a very good, friendly relationship.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Trey, for taking the time to walk through those questions with us, get to show off your website a little. Again, I'm going to put the link in the comments, so y'all go check it out for yourselves. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to us. Let us know what you're thinking. We want to build that partnership with you too.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for having us. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.